Asha had just gotten married. Even though it was an arranged marriage, there was no shortage of love. Before the marriage, Asha and Mahesh used to talk on the phone frequently. The two had met several times without the family knowing. After appreciating each other, both agreed to get married. Asha was trying to handle the responsibilities after marriage. That day, Asha had come home early from the office. She quickly changed her clothes, turned on the internet, and searched for a recipe for Hyderabadi biryani. It was also Mahesh's favorite dish. Asha washed the rice, let it soak for a while, added spices, and prepared it. Then she started waiting for the cooker to whistle. Asha started calling Mahesh. However, Mahesh did not pick up the phone. Asha looked at the clock. It was 6 p.m. She thought he might have more work. She thought he would make biryani and then come back and call her. Then she put everything in the cooker and waited for the whistle. Before this, Asha had not made anything except tea and Maggie. In the rush of studies and work, she did not get the opportunity to learn all of them. She did not have any special taste for cooking, but it was fun to make all of them for Mahesh. Asha thought to check more recipes. While checking, she read and saved recipes for carrot halwa, gulab jamun, and milk kheer, etc. While doing this, she forgot to count the whistles of the cooker. When she smelled something burning, her attention was drawn to the biryani. She immediately switched off the gas. When she removed the lid of the cooker and saw that the biryani was burning, all that work was in vain. Asha felt like crying, but she was not ready to give up. She started again from the beginning. This time, very carefully, she did not move from the kitchen. Finally, the biryani was ready. By the time everything was done, it was 7 o'clock. Asha called Mahesh again. This time, his mobile was ringing too. He didn't pick up the phone. When Asha called the office, the receptionist said that the Mahesh had been out for half an hour. Asha thought that Mahesh might be driving, which is why he was not picking up the phone. It would take 45 minutes to get home from the office. Mahesh might be reaching home. Asha took out her favorite crockery and candles. She also prepared a romantic dinner and started waiting for Mahesh. But even at 8:30, Mahesh was nowhere to be seen. Asha got a little worried. When she called again, Mahesh picked up the phone and said quickly, "I am a little busy. I will be late coming home. You should have dinner by." Saying this, he hung up the phone. Asha's mood was ruined. She felt sad that Mahesh had not given her the chance to talk. He did not even ask why she was calling. Mahesh had no idea that Asha was so sad. All his attention was on his tennis match. He had lost the first match to a junior from his office. He could not bear to lose the state level champion to a newbie. Today there was another match. Mahesh used all his strength to win it. As he was leaving, Junior invited him to have coffee with him. Mahesh could not say no. Then he went home to celebrate his win with Asha. Asha had not eaten dinner at home. She had somehow stopped crying and was lying on the sofa in a bad mood. As soon as he got home, Mahesh started telling Asha about the game, not noticing that Asha's mood had been ruined by the joy of his win. Mahesh asked her in the same excitement, "Did you have dinner?" Asha served Mahesh's dinner without answering and went to the bedroom. When Asha slammed the door, Mahesh's attention went to the dining table. Then he realized that Asha had planned a romantic dinner. Her mood had been ruined because he was late. Mahesh served Asha food on a plate and knocked on the door of the room and said, "Sorry Asha, if I had known you were planning this, I would have come sooner." Asha screamed angrily from inside. "I called to tell you that, but you don't have the guts to listen to me. The tennis match is more important to you than me." "No, why are you making a big deal out of it?" Mahesh asked as he opened the door. Asha said, "I have been making palav for you since evening. While I was bothering here, you were having fun playing tennis there." Mahesh tried to handle the matter. "Asha, you should not have bothered so much about this. You could have brought food from the hotel." "Yes, your mother called and asked, 'What did you cook today, Asha?' What did you tell her?" "Why is it about the mother now?" "Okay, don't talk about her. You don't understand. You men don't have any pressure after marriage. Women are all stressed and anxious." "Did I tell you to work so hard?" You didn't tell me. I was crazy and wanted to do something for you. Let me praise you for that. But you eat. I am not hungry, Asha said, changing her position. Mahesh didn't understand what to do. The taste of the palav was delicious. He was hungry. If he ate, Asha would talk sarcastically tomorrow. She said that if I went to bed hungry, you would eat palav comfortably. If you don't eat it, you'll swear that I worked so hard to cook it, but you didn't even taste it. What do you say? After a while of confusion, Mahesh ate the palav. It was very tasty. He felt that Asha had really worked hard. He decided to come home early from tomorrow evening. The next morning he praised Palau. He said that he would come home early from now on. Asha's anger subsided a little. Then Mahesh started coming home straight in the evening. Asha was trying to make new snacks in the kitchen. Mahesh was playing video games. But after a week, both of them started fighting again. Seeing Mahesh engrossed in video games, Asha said, "If you are just playing video games, why come home? I gave up my favorite game for you, yet you were angry. You women don't understand anything. You tell me what to do. You were acting your way, yet you are not happy. If you don't want to cook, then do not. Why are you so angry?" he said. Asha also did not like to grumble, to list each other's shortcomings. Thinking about that, she did not retaliate. She only wanted Mahesh's time and company, but not to fight like this. She was thinking all night where and what had gone wrong. It had to be fixed. The next evening, she came home only after Mahesh came. Mahesh was playing a video game as usual. Without taking his eyes off the game, he said, "Good evening." Asha felt mad that he did not look up and did not look at her. However, she lowered her voice and said, "I am very tired. Can you give me one cup of coffee?" Mahesh was a little confused. Asha had never asked him for one cup of water, but he said yes, yes, and got up and went to the kitchen. Then, a little embarrassed, he said, "But I don't know how to make coffee." Asha smiled and said, "It's okay, I'll tell you, you do it." Mahesh was ready to do anything for that smile. The coffee he made was very light. However, he had made it with great love for her. Drinking it made Asha's fatigue go away. Then, when Mahesh picked up the game remote, he saw that Asha had set the games to two players mode. Mahesh scolded her and said, "You are a loser. I am an expert in this game." Initially, Asha lost two games. In the third game, she gave a taunt to Mahesh. One after the other, the game sequence began. At 9 o'clock, the thought of dinner came to her. When Asha was putting rice and dal in the cooker, Mahesh came from behind and said, "Can I help you?" Asha let him cut the vegetables, and so the meal was ready. After a long time, this evening was spent well, Mahesh said, pulling Asha towards him. Asha said with a smile, "Tomorrow I will take your junior and his wife to the mixed doubles game. But his wife is a state level player. She herself taught my junior. You take him. If he is a state level player, I am a national level player." Mahesh was shocked and said, "Why didn't you tell me earlier?" "I didn't tell you as it would hurt your ego," Asha said. "Hey, now we are a team. Where is the room for ego between us?" Mahesh said, hugging Asha tightly in his arms. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.